Welcome to Swords, Spears, and Arrows with Camille Babin, a podcast that features messages on spiritual formation, soul care, and a book club to help you win the battle within.
Hello and welcome to Swords, Spears, and Arrows. I'm your host, Camille Babin. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. I have a question for you. Have you ever found yourself in front of a closed door? Or maybe a big giant wall? Like you did everything. At first, maybe there was a way, or it seemed that there was a way. And the more you progress, the more you advance. It seems like doors are closing in on you and you just can't find your way out. You finally don't know which way to turn, or there is just adversity along the way. It's just hindrance after hindrance or blockage and different things that come to make you stumble. And I think that is all of us. At least I will assume that many of us have found ourselves in that position where we had a clear goal. We knew exactly where we were going. We knew this was the time. We knew it was the right moment. We knew exactly the destination, what we wanted, where we were going, how we were going about it. And all of a sudden, all we see on the way is challenges, is trials, adversity, pushback, setbacks. It just seems like everything comes against us, and then it makes our head spin. We don't know which way to go. We no longer know. We even started to question ourselves. Did I make the right decision? Was it really the time? Did I hear right? All these questions. So why did I want to talk to you today about the closed door, or even facing adversity and overcoming obstacle? Because I read a story recently, and it was a man, and it was a man that was paralyzed. He was on a stretcher, and he heard that Jesus was close by, was teaching and probably healing people and doing all these different things that Jesus was known for. And he wanted to be healed. I presume that he wanted to be healed. Why do I say I presume he wanted to be healed? Because he had 4 friends, and his friends decided to take him. So as they were bringing him to the place that Jesus was teaching, there was a big crowd, and the crowd was almost preventing them from reaching or from making it to Jesus. But they looked at the situation, they looked at the wall, we will call, or they looked at adversity in that sense. In that moment was probably the crowd, because big crowd like that will, at least for me, will probably intimidate me. I will probably say, or even tell my friends, you know what, don't worry about it. It's fine. There's so many people. We can make it past all of them. Let's wait here and see what happens. Or maybe let's just go home and try it another day. But instead, the friends took the 4 people, the 4 friends, they took their friend on the stretcher, and they went up the roof, and they lowered him to the roof to make it see Jesus, to make it be able to connect with Jesus on that day and receive his healing. And when Jesus saw him, or saw them, he marveled at their faith. He was amazed at their faith, because he said, I've seen your faith. And because of that, their sins were forgiven and they were healed, or he was healed from his disease. And he was able to get up off his stretcher and walk again. And I found that story to be fascinating. And like many stories of the Bible, we don't want them to be just stories. We want to be able to draw a practical application for us. What is this message telling us today? How is it speaking to you and I in our everyday life, in our daily routine, the things that we set our minds to do every day? When we get up, we make a decision. How are we going to live? What we're going to do? Are we going to press? Are we going to push forward? Even when obstacles stand in our way, even when door closes in front of us, what are we going to do? So I thought that was interesting, because I felt like in this season, there are many of us that are facing crucial decision, and it's a decision to continue. Are you going to stop in the face of adversity? Are you going to stop when what's in front of you seems unsurmountable, when it seems so high, when it seems so big, or when the giants in front of you seem to be so tall, or when even the situation seems like it's already lost? And what I wanted to draw from the story is, like, we will have opportunities. Opportunities come and they go. But there are sometimes, even in the right moment, even in the perfect season or the perfect timing, we will still have challenges. We will still have obstacle. And obstacle do not signify that this is not the moment or this is not something that we should go for. It actually comes sometimes to test us, to prove even our determination, or maybe to put pressure on us so that whatever is inside of us, our will come out. Like the things that we really want will be evident, will be manifested, even in the eyes of people. So the friends, I assume, they probably knew that this man was determined. They probably knew the amount of faith that he had, or they also knew or saw how desperate he was for his healing. He's probably been like that for many years, and he had no hope of, someone probably touching him one day or any doctor healing him or doing anything for him. But when he saw Jesus in that moment, when he saw and he knew that he was there, he knew that was his moment. He knew that was his time. He knew that was the perfect opportunity for him to receive his healing and to be able to walk again on his feet, not be carried around or depend on other people and rely on other people. So I think he was the one pressuring his friend and telling them, you've got to get me there. We have to go. And probably his friends saw his faith and saw his persistence, and they took him. Because why will the friends even see the crowd and they will not tell him, okay, listen, man, we love you, but we can we can move past the crowd. This is too much. This is not the moment. Maybe people will even hit you and make you fall off your bed. I mean, they could have come up with 1,000 scenarios not to move forward. But that's not what they did. Instead, they found another way. Instead, they went above and beyond. They went up the roof. They went and some version will even tell you that they tore off the roof to bring their friends down low where Jesus was. So today I want I want you to also think about your own life. Think about your dream. Think about the goal that you set for your life. And ask yourself the question, am I really doing everything that is required of me to get where I need to go? And it's not about walking over people. It's not about coming up with tricks, so that you can be a step ahead. Not at all. But finding another route, finding the proper way, but something that maybe wasn't so clear, wasn't so apparent to the average man, but some idea or some innovative solution or strategy that you will come up with that will make a way. Because the thing is, all of us will face those moments. We will all come against giants. We will come against even negative thoughts or negative assumption. We will come against people that will stand against us, that will stand in our way. We will come against adverse situations. But what are we going to do when we face them? Are we going to turn around? Are we going to give up? Are we going to give in under pressure? Are we going to crumble and buckle up? Or what are we going to do? Are we going to stand tall and decide that we will go over? Or decide, because when we said you overcome, that means you come over something. So what is in your way that you have yet to come over? That you have yet to move past or to even turn around, go around and find another way, find another strategy, find another method. So that's really what I want to challenge you today, to think about that, just like this man. And I believe that his friends wouldn't have gone that extra mile if it wasn't for the desperation that they probably saw in their friend's eyes. If it wasn't maybe for the words that he was speaking when he was declaring that this is my day, this is my season, this is my moment. I'm not letting this man leave before I get my healing. I will not let him go without him changing my life or speaking something into my life that will affect me for generations to come. Like, because I'm not carrying that illness, I'm not carrying that disease, I'm not carrying that infirmity to generation or after me. I'm not going through life with feeling like the way I feel right now. And maybe that's what God is trying to tell you today. There are some things that you shouldn't be carrying any longer. There are some things that you should no longer be okay with. You shouldn't postpone. You shouldn't say, oh, maybe it's not the time for me. Maybe next time. Maybe that wasn't God's will for me. It wasn't God's plan. No. What are you doing that will even show how bad you want it, that will even show that you're ready for it, that you're willing to do what it takes, that you're willing to come out of the comfort of convenience, to come out of your comfort zone, to come out of that box, or out of that routine that you have set for yourself, or that even life that you've set for yourself, and go higher and dream bigger and start something different or something new. What are you willing to try that people haven't tried before? What are you willing to do that even your friends will rally behind you and around you, and get you to that finish line and get you to that place, because they see in your eyes, they see in your action, they hear in your words that you're ready. They see that you want it. They know that you have the faith to believe for more, and they would be willing to even incur the consequences, of even maybe being disobedient, or being shut down, or being, all kind of things, maybe even thrown in prison, just because they see something in you that even challenge them to push their faith even past any obstacle, over the walls, to just climb walls, to just go, over on top of the roof, just so they can see something new, just so they can obtain the miracle. And that is for you today. It's actually for us all to think about it. We can't keep going about life making excuse, finding reason. And this doesn't mean that we don't have sometimes valid reasons. We have valid reasons sometimes not to do certain things. We have valid reasons not to go, for certain things, and just stop in the face of challenge. When we see something that seems so big, and we have to stop and think again, am I continuing? Am I pushing forward? Am I going, or do I just make a U-turn? Or do I just stop and wait for another opportunity? Do I wait for another day? Do I wait maybe when the crowd dims down, or when everybody goes in front and they get the thing, and maybe, only maybe, if Jesus doesn't feel tired, then he will look at me? Are we doing that, or are we just deciding that it doesn't matter the size of the giant, it doesn't matter the size of our opponent, we will still push forward, we will still go? So that's really what I want us to think about. And even I want to also, while you're at it, ask yourself the question: do you have the right people in your corner that will be willing to carry you on your stretcher, to drop you where you need to be dropped, to take you where you need to go? Ask yourselves that, because had this man, even if he had all this amount of faith, even if he had that determination and that persistence, how far could he have gone on a stretcher, past that crowd? He knew he needed friends. He knew he needed other people. And I feel like there are some people that you need to hear that today. The goal that you have, the dream that you have, is too big for you to carry it alone. It's too big for you to do it on your own. You need other people, and you need to identify the right people in your corner. You need to identify the right friends that will be willing to carry you, that will be willing to take a detour, that will be willing to make a way where there is no way, that will be willing to go above and beyond, that will be willing to take you higher, because good friends take you higher. They don't bring you low. They take you higher. They help you go past the negativity. They help you go past the adversity. They help you go, they take you past the noise, past the no's. And maybe you've heard so many no's that you felt defeated or discouraged, but the right people in your corner will help you push beyond the discouragement. They will not even let you settle for discouragement. They will not even let you stop and feel overwhelmed by your circumstances. They will not even give you time to think about what stands against you. They will just push you. They will encourage you. They will celebrate you. They will cheer up for you. And they will make sure that they stand by your side until whatever you have set your mind to do will come to pass. So that is really the challenge for you today, to think about the closed door, to think about your attitude in front of the no's. When you hear the no's, what do you do? And I can only tell you today, see the opportunity behind the closed door. Don't let a no or many no's stop you in the pursuit of your dream. Don't throw in the towel because of the obstacles, because it's what in front of you seems so big. There is a way. Just go higher. Go higher, and don't go alone. Go higher and make sure that you look around and you find the right people that will be willing to go with you. And I feel like this is important for me to highlight that. In looking for the right people, you don't want to depend on people. You don't want, because why am I saying that? I feel like it's important that I even make this clear. We don't want either to not want something. You shouldn't expect your friend to want something more than you do. Because sometimes that's the mistake that we've made. We've expected our friends or people around us, even family members, maybe our spouses, to want something more than we want for ourselves. And then we sit or we lay down and we expect them to move us past our own obstacles. We expect them to dream bigger than we're willing to dream for ourselves. This is not what I'm talking about. What I'm telling you is to have a dream that is so big, to have a passion that is so burning, to have a drive that will be so obvious, so evident, that your friend will have to rally around you and help you get there. But never expect your friend to want more than you do. That's not how it works. So today I pray that you've been challenged in some way, or at least that you will ask yourself the question, that you will really see that this is the moment for you, that you will do everything that is within your power to see the way that is in front of you, and you will take that higher route. You will climb up higher. You will move past the obstacles and get what you want. Don't pass up the opportunity even to be used for something incredible, because once the other people, the crowd, saw that man being healed, they saw and they said that incredible things have happened. Maybe you're the answer for someone else. Maybe your determination, maybe your drive, maybe your passion will be what motivates other people. So don't sit up. Don't lie down on your stretcher. Don't lie down and say, oh, this is too big. This is too much. This is not the moment. Go for it. And while you're doing that, you will inspire other people to do the same. So I pray that you have a blessed week. I pray that this message will cause something in you to be stirred. And I cannot wait to talk to you next week. Take care.
Thank you for listening to Swords, Spears, and Arrows with Camille Babin. If you would like to find out more, check our website, www.havilasolutions.com. or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Havila Solutions. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any episode.